Let's assume that I have convinced you. That you are going to grow your wholesaling business by being proactive and not just waiting for deals to fall into your lap. You're going to take the TTP philosophy and just surround yourself in it. Like, this is the way to get deals. But then all of a sudden something happens. All of a sudden you start talking to people, you start having a few conversations and they don't go your way. All of a sudden you're starting to get frustrated. You're starting to get discouraged. Well, I am going to break down the four tactics that the absolute superstars use in their business to break out of a slump. Check this out. Hey everybody, it is Brent Daniels, Mr. TTP, and let's get right into this because this is something that I am talking with and having conversations with every single day with my TTP students, and that is how to break out of a slump. Sometimes they get right out of the gates and they get a deal. They get paid, everything is great, and it's just repeat, recycle, but then something happens. So they stop having those good quality conversations because of the four things. They're not paying attention to these four things. Number one, listen, this may sound silly, but you have to set your goals. Okay, I'm not just talking about this, I want to make $1 million this year goal. I'm talking about daily, weekly, monthly, and 90-day goals. You have to set the goals because this is your roadmap, right? You don't wake up in the morning and say, I'm going to run a marathon and then just go out and run 26.3 miles when you've never run a quarter mile, right? It takes bit by bit by bit. You have to do daily actions every single day. But even when people do set their goals, they're not looking at them every day. They're not reviewing them every day. They're not writing them down, their daily goals every single day. You have to write down your daily goals every day. If you have never done a deal before, listen to me. This is what you need to write down every single day. Number one, who is going to sign a contract today? Who can I talk to that's going to sign a contract today? That's number one. Number two, I need to talk to 25 new people today. 25 people. If you are working that day, if it's Monday through Friday, or maybe you can only work certain days because you have a full-time job, or you can only work at night, or you can only work in your lunch break, whatever it is, you're hustling to build up your business so that you can get out of your job forever, you need to make it intentional at the beginning of your day. Okay, you need to write it down. Write those two goals down. Who's going to sign a contract today? And I'm going to talk to 25 people every single day. Now, if your schedule is contracted, then obviously you can shorten that a little bit, you can reduce that a little bit, but the goal is to get to 25 contacts a day, right? Listen, if you are not paying attention to your goals, it is just a dream. It is not something that is concrete. It is not something that you're going to follow, that you're going to be absolutely obsessed and committed with. So write it down every day. It takes 30 seconds. Okay, and once a week for 30 minutes, review your results from the week. Number two, I got it written down. You need to work on your skills. Brent, what does that mean? You have to work on your ability to effectively communicate with distressed property owners. Okay, that means, what am I saying to them? How am I saying it to them? And am I listening? And more importantly, am I an active listener? Are you just asking a question and robotically sitting back quietly, all creepy like, and hoping that they're going to, open up to you because, they like you so much? No, people like people that are interested in them. Show that you are interested in them by actively listening to them. So when they're talking, when you ask a question, say things like, sure, okay. We talk about it all the time on this channel. Active listening absolutely is a learned skill. It is a learned skill. You nod your head, you're using your body. 57% of communication and the tone of your voice, when it comes to your tone, is your body language. Okay? Are you standing up? Do you have energy? Or are you just sitting there kind of like awkwardly, kind of introvertedly, hoping that they just fall into a really good conversation with you. It's not going to happen often. You need to create that. You need to build your skills. Just like a plumber uses a wrench, just like a carpenter has a hammer, you have your words, you have your tone, and you have the pacing that you use so that you can be effective. And most importantly, listen to me, this word is the most important, versatile. Okay? Not everybody is like you. Not everybody communicates like you. Not everybody says the same things that you do, okay? Or is interested in the same things that you do. But you need to find something in everybody that you talk to that you like about them. Are you listening? That you like about them. Find that. If you work from that platform, you are going to actually be interested in the conversation, interested in them. Don't be driving the whole time. Don't be on your computer searching Amazon or on Facebook when you're doing your lead follow-up or when you're making your calls. Be in tune. Be interested in this human being. Remember, everybody out there is most interested in themselves. They are. They want you to make them feel important. So you need to be overly interested in the people that you are talking about. You need to be present. You absolutely have to be present, because if you are not, they are going to feel it. It's going to be like a dark cloud in the conversation, and they are going to bounce. They are going to get rid of it, and they're going to be done with it. Open up the conversation by having some energy, having some enthusiasm. Know what words to use. If you're making those cold calls, if you're reaching out to people cold, make sure you get the TTP script. Just email me, Brent@wholesalinginc.com. I'll send it to you. It's the best script on planet Earth, without a doubt. Okay? So make sure you send that in. I'll show you what to say. Now, when it comes to how you're gonna say it, it's energy. Remember, we are kind and we are optimistic. We are likable, but we are certain. Okay? Got it. That's number 2. Number 3, this is huge, and this is something that I haven't talked about on this channel yet. You need to understand market trends. What do I mean by that? What I mean is, if you are calling a list of people and they instantly say, I'm not selling my house, that list is getting bombarded. You need to find a better list. Let me tell you right now, most absentee owner lists, right, that were taught from day one to go after are totally burned down. They're just totally beat up. People automatically, their initial knee-jerk no is so in tune. As soon as they hear your voice, boom, they just shut you down. You gotta see which lists are going to perform the best for you. Remember, you have 4 seconds to get the next 30 seconds, but you gotta have that 4 seconds. If they shut you down instantly, this happens in Phoenix all the time. People are out, people are talking to people are reaching out, people are being proactive. Start testing different lists of distressed lists, people that are raising their hand, whether it be probate, whether they're behind on their taxes, whether it be pre-foreclosure, whether it be multifamily. How about you call some land? Do some land and you're gonna get deals. It's bananas. It's so crazy right now. Vacant land, number 1 that we call. I keep telling you guys, every day I get a text from one of my students that says, I called the vacant land list. All of a sudden I've got 3 deals. It works, check it out, but you have to understand market trends. Also with market trends, what are your cash buyers buying? If you are trying to sell $1 million houses to cash buyers, the pool of buyers is just going to be smaller than it is if you're selling properties that are the initial first-time home buyer market. That's the biggest market out there. That's why I always go for properties that are under $150,000 in my market or under $200,000 in my market. Sure, you can make bigger spreads with these big, high-priced houses, but they're few and far between. Start filling in these things with really good lists. That is so important. List is number 1. It's top of the funnel, right? The whole key to this business is having quality conversations with distressed property owners. Find the right list in your market by testing it out. The best way to test it out is to actually call these people. Amazing. You actually call these people. You get in there. If you get a dozen people right off the bat say, I'm not selling my house, I'm not selling my house, I'm not selling my house, you know something is going on there. Find another list that you can call and be more successful. Number 4, and this is so critical. This is one of the biggest stumbling blocks I see in our industry when you start out this business, especially if you are coming from a different industry, you've never been in real estate before, but you have that passion. You read that Rich Dad, Poor Dad book. You read Think and Grow Rich. You're ready to be a real estate entrepreneur. You understand the potential of this industry. You love it. You're so excited about what it can do for you and your family and your life. And you get going and you have no support. You're on an island by yourself. You talk to your friends, you talk to your family, you talk to your coworkers about this thing called wholesaling real estate, and their eyes gloss over. They have no idea what you're talking about, and all of a sudden you're just not getting the support that you need. You need to have a network of people that support you. Fastest way to do that is join a mentorship that has an unbelievable network that you can tap into now. Number two, find somebody at a meetup group, at a RIA, Real Estate Investor Association, anywhere that is like-minded people. There's 1,000 different Facebook groups that cater to people that are fix and flipping, that are wholesaling, that are finding distressed properties. Go actually meet these people, sit down with them, build a relationship, have an accountability partner. If you are an island by yourself, you are going to get discouraged. And when that slump happens, because it will happen to everybody, you will stop working. When you stop working, the business is dead. And then all of a sudden, you're the guy or gal that says, I tried it out, it just didn't work for me. Don't be that. I am going to pull you into this industry and make you successful if you follow these steps I am telling you. Number one, set your goals, review it every single day. Write your goals every single day, review it 30 days a week. Make sure, be accountable. This is real life. You either did the work or you didn't. It's simple. This is data. This isn't drama. There's no emotion to this. This is actual facts. Okay? Number two, you need to work on your skills. Active listening, knowing what to say, being confident, having optimism and kindness, certainty, and you need to absolutely be likable, okay? Number three, understand your market trends. Understand where sellers are not getting bombarded, okay? Go after the people that aren't having 15 calls a day or texts, or they get 15 letters in the mail every single week, okay? Understand your market trends, cater towards that. And then number four, don't be an island. Get a support system, get a group of people, get a person, get somebody that is going to be your cheerleader. Okay? And if you're interested in the most proactive group in real estate investing, it is the TTP program. Go to wholesalinginc.com/TTP. Scroll down and see everything that the program is about, and then go down and see the dozens and dozens and dozens and dozens and dozens of testimonials of people maybe in your market that are absolutely just dominating this wholesaling business. Check it out. If it feels good in your gut, sign up for a call. It'll be the best call of your year. Guys, seriously, implement this. Don't get in a slump. If you're in a slump, you can only stay there for one day. That's it. Get out of the slump. You guys are the best. I love you. See ya.